Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. What are we thinking about my new setup? So I've changed my sacred space now. I think it's very soothing. Okay. Well, what's on the agenda for this evening then? Well, we have the King of Wands. I'm going to do a Divine Feminine and a Divine Masculine reading. So let's just see what this King of Wands is looking at. Conflict. Okay. Well, should we start off with the Divine Masculines reading then? Let's do that. I was going to start with the Divine Feminines, but I've chosen some cards. The only difference is with the Divine Feminines, I shall use the Divine Feminines Oracle, and with the Divine Masculines, I use the Greek. I use them right now. The Greek mythology reading cards. So we're taken to this goddess here. This was gifted to me from my daughter, my youngest daughter, and her name is Ocean. I mean, should we find out a bit about her? We can do. Let's find out a bit about this goddess before I go into the Greek mythology reading cards. Okay, let's have a look. Ocean goddess. Ocean what is Ocean the goddess of? But Wikipedia says Ocean is the Yoruba Orisha associated with love, sexuality, fertility, femininity, water, destiny, divination, purity and beauty. And the ocean river ... I want to have a look. What is Ocean the goddess of? Ocean is commonly called the river Orisha or goddess in the Yoruba religion and is typically associated with water, purity, fertility, love and sensuality. She is considered one of the most powerful of all Orishas, and like other gods, she possesses human attributes such as vanity, jealousy and spite. How does she protect you? Ocean is said to be the protector of the poor and the mother of all orphans. It is she who fulfills their necessary needs in this life. She is able to bring or withhold water from the earth. Ocean is seen as someone who can heal the sick, bring music, dance and song, as well as prosperity and fertility. Okay, well, let's have a look and see what card wants to come out of the Greek mythology deck. Cheers. Cheers to gods and goddesses. So the King of Wands, who is the King of the suit of Wands, adventure. It is the suit of spirituality, okay. It's a creative energy, an inspiring energy when you're in spirit. This king's sitting there with his fist clenched. looking at this conflict, this inner conflict. It's very boyish. So what's coming through is time to step up and be a man, be a god. Prometheus, cunning. Prometheus, cunning. Prometheus represents the cunning and determination of humankind. By deliberately endearing himself to Zeus, he was able to be part of the gods' inner circle. But actually, he was a human who wanted most of all to assist his kind. He was astute and would anticipate and warn people to watch out for Zeus's trickery. Using clever tactics, Prometheus stole the fire. Okay, so you got the fire here. We have the wands, which represents the fire signs. Okay. Prometheus stole the fire, which represents not only warmth, but also foresight, and gave it to humanity. This resulted in terrible afflictions being released in the world, but at least hope survived. So Prometheus never lost hope, and he represented cunning and determination despite being punished. His spirit remained undaunted. Now you too must use clever tactics and remain undaunted, cunning and determined to succeed. The trade-off for upsetting people is your strength and fortitude. Yes, you may have adversaries, but use guile, G-U-I-L-E, guile, anticipation, hope and foresight to achieve success. Okay. Want to tell us more? Let's go to the well-being cards. The teachings of Abraham. When I'm feeling good, I'm allowing in good. The way you feel is your indication of your vibrational connection to that which is your source. The better you feel, the better your connection. The worse you feel, the more disallowance to that connection. Nothing is more important than that you feel good, because nothing is more important than your connection to that which is your source. Should we go to the romance angels? Let's do that. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. V is for very soon. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands very clear and specific answers. Just like putting in your order at a restaurant, the universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you have asked for. Let me repeat that. The universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you have asked for. When you complain about what's served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, it comes to you upon the wings of angels in an instant. You drew this card because it's time for you to get clear and honest with yourself and formulate your requests with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself about what's best for you. Okay, let's have a look at the other cards I've got prepared. I have the Lover's Oracle, and underneath here is Botanical Inspirations. Start with the Lover's Oracle. Love is an angel disguised as lost. Each of us is an angel with only one wing. We can only fly by embracing one another. There's the pictures to these cards. Botanical Inspirations. Inspirations. In spirit. Sacred lotus. Enlightenment. No mud, no lotus. Should we get another one? Yellow rose. Enthusiasm and friendship. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my world. One more? Okay. It's going to say one for luck. Lilac. First emotions of love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. Okay, well, I have the energy cards. The energy oracle cards, and then we shall finish off with a few messages from the You've Got This. Inspiring quotes, 100 of them, to inspire you. But first, let's have a look at the energy oracle cards. We have Goddess of the Moon. Card number 52. And this is the message for you. Intuition, going within. This card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright, reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving this card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you've avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. Okay, so Divine Masculine. This card is telling you, this reading is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready to the amazing inspiration this brings. You've got this. Okay, first message. Live for the moments you can't put into words. Nothing changes if nothing changes. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Now, I'm really loving this setup because where I'm positioned, well, I could sit here all day and do readings. So this is my space where I receive uninterrupted time. The last card for the Divine Masculines, you have the power to change the world. Now let that sink in. It will sink in and take over. Okay. Divine Feminines, let's just have a little break. The song that's coming through, well, it's a particular line in a song. It's like, everybody needs some time away, a holiday from each other. Even lovers need some time away. I don't know what the lyrics are, but I feel drawn to read them. Whoa, all the romance angel cards just fell onto the floor. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I don't know what the song's called, but what I've typed in is I will make it up to you, I promise to. So let's go with that. It's by Chicago. Hard to say I'm sorry. Can we have a look at the lyrics, please? Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other. Even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other. Hold me now, it's hard for me to say I'm sorry, I just want you to stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me, I can't let go. Couldn't stand to be kept away, just for the day, from your body. Wouldn't want to be swept away, far away from the one that I love. Hold me now, it's hard for me to say I'm sorry, I just want you to know. Hold me now, I really want to tell you I'm sorry, I could never let you go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. You're gonna be the lucky one. One for luck. First emotions of love. That's the card. Divine Feminines, let's have a look into your energy and see what's going on with you guys, girls. Okay, well, let me just pull some cards for the Divine Feminines. As I'm sorting out these cards and putting them back into some kind of order. Can I have a well-being card for the Divine Feminines, please? Thank you. Just pop it over there for a moment. Right, where's the box? Let's get these Romance Angel cards. It's interesting, on the floor in a pile was separation. This could be the one, honeymoon and passion. Okay. Right, let's pick these cards up. Okay. Let's put that one back in. Those cards are fine. Okay, we're getting these Greek mythology cards off of the table for now. It's like the masculine just wants to sit there, sitting in his own conflict. He's waiting to be inspired. Okay. As the moon grows fuller, you will receive your insights. Right, what other cards do we have here? The Botanical Inspiration cards. Let's put them ones back in. like I'm being itched, tickled on the side of the lip. The side of my lip is tickly. Okay, the Divine Feminine, just 2 cards. She creates her own luck. Or her own luck is created by her energy stream. It's not really luck, it's alignment. Romance angels. The Lover's Oracle, and then I'm going to pick them 2 cards up. Cheers. To all you lovers out there. Bottom of the deck here. I will make it up to you. I promise to. Right, Divine Feminines, let's have a look at some tarot cards. How is your energy? Wow, that card flipped over. It's interesting. Heartbroken, heartache, but this is a thing of the past. So really, we're just needing to remove these 3 swords. Out of your beautiful shining heart. Yeah, that's happening. The wheel's about to turn. So, luck. Luck is in your favour. You push through the heartache. These 3 swords. Okay, it's like you found a way through, because I'm looking at the arrow here that's pointing. So I'm feeling, because I felt the energy, this card's just slid off the top here. But rather than pulling them out here, you've gone in sideways and kind of weaved your way through. It feels like there is a way out of this heartbreak. It's like you found a way. This here represents the underworld. I'm going to spin that. I'm taken to my globe, okay, which is right next to you, the globe. Should we spin the globe? Mongolia. Mongolia. Golia. I'm not so much taken to like the name, but it's not Golia. Lira, that sounds like it's currency. Lira. Oh. But there's the money. Currency. Take it to a frequency, currency. Divine Feminines, look. You deserve a medal, an Oscar. What are Oscars given for? What kind of different... Okay, and you can see the masculine here. Who's actually like out in the cold and looking up at this. Family tree. Family fortune is coming through. Okay. Love is the underlying energy. Love, love me do. You know I love you. I'll always be true. So please, love me do. I mean, why would anyone not love you or want to be involved with lucky lady of love? Let's go to the Lover's Oracle. Sometimes the heart sees what the eyes cannot. Let's have a look at the picture first. True love is like a ghost who everyone talks about, but few have seen. This masculine's seen it. He's felt it. He knows it. True love. Not heartbreak. But this takes me to, like, you know, having the heart broken so that it can heal. That's what that card represents. But it does represent a lot of heartache. Look, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So true love is like a ghost. You guys saw me pull the cards. True love is like a ghost who everyone talks about but few have seen. We have the Queen of Pentacles behind that card, and we have the Page of Love. And so I feel like there's a spellbinding novel, a true story, a true love story that wants to be written. Let's read about true love. And we've thrown all these cards to the floor. Okay, true love. You pulled this card because true and lasting love is here for you. If your question was about a specific person, then this card serves as validation of the relationship's divine nature. There's your confirmation and clarity, divine feminines. You were looking for clarity? You were looking for confirmation? This individual has genuine love for you, and you both can overcome the issues that arise. This is especially the case if you can express your feelings through attributes such as kindness, compassion, and courtesy toward each other. For instance, having honest conversation would be an expression of your true love, even if it involves discussing uncomfortable topics. If you're currently seeking a relationship, this card offers you assurance that true love is on its way. Keep the faith that a wonderful relationship is destined to come to you, and don't compromise with an unsuitable partner. It's essential that you treat yourself well by taking excellent care of yourself, for the foundation of a true love relationship is two people who cherish who they are. Okay. Well, I feel drawn to go to the Divine Feminines Oracle deck now. Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. Page number 182. Who she is. Sappho embodies the deep love, admiration and sensuality that exists between women. It is believed Sappho was born around 630 BCE on the Greek island of Lesbos. She was referred to in antiquity as the 10th muse and the poetess, just as Homer was referred to as the poet. She is one of the Greek lyrists and one of the few known female poets of the ancient world. She read her poems rhythmically while accompanied by a lyre in the form that is now known as Sapphic meter. Sappho is celebrated for the sexuality and sensuality in her poetry, especially her love for women and the female body. Fill the goblet up, these laughing lips shall kiss the brim, come Venus come. Comes really well in with this, doesn't it? And I said the corner of my lips felt tickly. This is one of the fragments that remain of her voluminous collection of poetry. Man, I'm being tested with these words. Okay. Ecclesiastical. Carry on, Lucy. Okay. Authorities in Constantinople and Rome obliterated her work in the 11th century. Her poetry was publicly burned because church leaders were scandalized by its erotic nature and that the author was a woman. In ancient Greece, a woman's love for another woman was considered natural, and Sappho's love for her female form became legendary. It is believed that she read her writing before groups of women, educating and elevating them as she performed her poetry about the goddess-like nature they all possessed. Okay, got through that. We'll weave our way through it. When the soul selects her card, when your soul selects her card, instead of exhausting ourselves with the unholy effort of comparing our own bodies to others, or of competing for resources that are actually unlimited, Sappho urges us to do the most revolutionary thing we could ever do: love ourselves and our sisters fiercely. We can't recover Sappho's lost poems, but we can reclaim the enduring spirit she left us. We can become her poetry. We can revel in the pleasure we are capable of feeling. And we can love unapologetically with the full spectrum, with the full spectrum of our emotional range, and from the fathomless depths of our hearts. Lift up a woman in your life, help her reach a dream she's been incubating. Take time to indulge with lady loves in your life. Go to a spa, make a dinner together, go skinny dipping, or just do something outrageous that celebrates the fact that you love each other. Sappho is about the power of loving every inch of the female form. Spend a day flooding your thoughts with positive affirmations about your body or a woman's body. Take a long bath with red rose petals. Do something nourishing that acknowledges your love for the fact that you are a woman or for the radiant women who constellate your life. Soul voice meditation. Is there a woman in my life I can send love to and lift up in this moment? And the intention, I love every inch of my body and I love the women in my life fiercely. Self-love, self-care, self-satisfaction. Like, this energy has been around, like, me, heightened, myself, like, for the last 2 days. So I'm taking really good, loving care of myself. TLC. It does the job. Cheers to tender loving care. Okay, botanical inspirations. How do we pronounce this? Amaryllis. Determination and creative achievement. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Such a creative being, Divine Feminine. Lilac. First emotions of love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. The Energy Oracle cards. Attachment. Card number 5. Whereabouts is the book, please? Energy Oracle cards. I can see it. Okay, Divine Feminine. Perceived needs and the choice to let go. In the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. Okay, so we're working through this heartbreak. And also, those that have chosen to leave themselves out in the cold. These people are to be left in the past. If they want to come and play, they will climb through the window. Okay. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old, unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you can be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing so. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. Okay. Well, I've been naming the daily videos with like day number because I'd say for the first 4 days, very motivated. And then the last 2 days, it's been a different kind of motivation. It's been more following the spirit guidance. So creating, adjusting, settling into this new energy. But we have to let go of the past. Be gone. So let's have a look at the well-being cards. No one else needs to know this. It is not necessary for even one other person to understand these laws of the universe, for you are the attractor of your experience. Just you. So there's no need to worry, convince, try to sway anybody to your way of thinking. All that matters, your way of being, all that matters is you, just you. Okay, I'm going to, let's have a look, get a book. Oh, let's go to The Secret. Shall we just have a little flick through the book? Do you want to tell me when to stop? There we go. The Secret to Money. Whatever the mind can conceive, it can achieve. Interesting. W. Clement Stone. Hoping that name sounds familiar, seeing as he is the author, along with Napoleon Hill, of the book we're reading, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. But let's read what Jack Canfield would like to say about this. You can read with me. The Secret was a real transformation for me because I grew up with a very negative father who thought that rich people were people that had ripped everyone off and thought that anyone that had money must have deceived somebody. So I grew up with a lot of beliefs about money. That if you had it, it made you bad. Only evil people have money, and money doesn't grow on trees. Who do you think I am? Rockefeller? That was one of his favourite phrases. So I grew up truly believing that life was difficult. It was only when I met W. Clement Stone that I began to shift my life. And I'm hoping that it's only since you've been listening to Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude that you too have begun to shift your life. When I was working with Stone, he said, I want you to set a goal that's so big that if you achieved it, it would blow your mind and you would know it's only because of what I've taught you that you would have achieved this goal. At the time, I was making about $8,000 a year. So I said, I want to make $100,000 in a year. Now, I had no idea how I could do that. I saw no strategy, no possibility, but I just said, I'm going to declare that, I'm going to believe it, I'm going to act as if it's true and release it. So I did that. One of the things he taught me was every day to close your eyes and visualize the goals as if it's already achieved. I had actually made $100,000 bill that I put on the ceiling. So first thing in the morning, I'd look up and there it was. And it would remind me that this was my intention. Then I would close my eyes and visualize having this $100,000 a year lifestyle. Interestingly enough, nothing major happened for about 30 days. I didn't have any great breakthrough ideas. No one was offering me more money. About 4 weeks into it, I had a $100,000 idea. It just came right into my head. I had a book I had written, and I said, if I could sell 400,000 copies of my book at a quarter each, that'd be $100,000. Now, the book was there, but I never had this thought. One of the secrets is that when you have an inspired thought, you have to trust it and act on it. I didn't know how I was going to sell 400,000 copies, and then I saw the National Enquirer at the supermarket. I had seen that millions of times, and it was just background. And all of a sudden, it jumped out at me as foreground. I thought, if readers knew about my book, certainly 400,000 people would go out and buy it. About 6 weeks later, I gave a talk at Hunter College in New York to 600 teachers, and afterward, a woman approached me and said, "That was a great talk. I want to interview you. Let me give you my card." As it turns out, she was a freelance writer who sold her stories to the National Enquirer. The theme from The Twilight Zone went off in my mind like, whoa, this stuff's really working. That article came out and our book sales started to take off. The point I want to make is that I was attracting into my life all these different events, including this person. To make a long story short, I did not make $100,000 that year. We made $92,327. But do you think we were depressed and saying, this doesn't work? No, we were saying, this is amazing. So my wife said to me, if it works for 100,000, do you think it'll work for 1 million? And I said, I don't know. I think so. Let's try it. My publisher wrote me a royalty check for our first Chicken Soup for the Soul book, and he actually put a smiley face in his signature because it was the first $1 million check he'd ever written. Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you soon. Until then, much self-love. Take care. Sweet dreams. Bye for now.